Let's Plays, and today I have my special guest presenter. Say hello. Oh my god, he's burping.
Hello.
He's burping, you disgusting moose.
I burped politely.
Into a bear's face.
Yeah, I burped into a bear's face. That's how
The
you do
bear's
it.
face.
That's how gentlemen burp.
The dentalman?
Yeah, the dentalman. It's the Society of Dentists. The dentalman.
Okay, anyway. Today we're playing CounterSpy, and let's get going. We've just picked this up off the PSN network. We've already done 2 episodes of it on the new show. Always links in the description if you're interested in watching us do it there. But this is a new game, so you've not missed anything, have they?
No.
We've just unlocked a couple of things. We've unlocked a few weapons.
Oh, it carries over?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Like I said, it's roguelike, isn't it? Or roguelike. Find out on the new show.
Is it roguelike? Is it?
I don't know, hold on. Hopefully this doesn't crash the game record.
Is it Rogue Legacy in disguise?
Rogue... like.
Is it Frog Fractions 2?
It is roguelike, yes. It is roguelike, not roguelite.
Oh, you've never played Frog Fractions, have you?
Nope.
I think I might have to just do that to you one day and just watch you just yell at me for making you do it.
Why? What's it like?
It's an experience. I don't want to tell you. Actually, yeah.
I don't want to tell you. Yeah, I do.
So, you remember like at school, you maybe have like an Acorn computer.
We had an Apple.
Do you have an Apple?
We had an Apple.
Did you ever have like mathematical based games?
No.
Have you ever heard of mathematical based games?
I know a lot of them, yes.
So Frog Fractions is a mathematical
Oh,
based...
Frog Fractions! I thought you were
Yes.
saying factions.
No.
Oh, I think I know which one it... Well, I know the basic premise now.
Yeah. It's quite simple. You play as a frog and you've got to do multiplications for the frog, and then the frog will eat flies.
Yeah, that sounds like every other learning-based game.
And then it goes on and on and on a little bit more, and then it gets awesome.
How? Like...
It gets really awesome. This is why I don't... it gets... Frog Fractions is a weird...
secret area.
Is a weird game, and it's something I want you to look at.
I will. I'll look at it. If you find me a freeware of it, I'll...
It's free.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you find a shareware. Oh.
It's browser based.
Well,
it's straightforward.
Well, I repeat my statement. You get it, and I'll play it. That's the way we run this show around here. Even though I get the games, I record them, I do everything, and you just take all the glory. Like some sort of moose on the highway who thinks it can drive while it's playing the banjo, and then knocks everyone out, and then says, it wasn't my fault, I'm only a moose. You shouldn't have given me a driving license. And we're like, yo, Mr. Moose, we didn't give you a driving license. And he's like, well, I got it from somewhere. And like, you're driving without a license, aren't you, Mr.
Moose?
Moose
Playing a banjo, and I can't drive.
Well, you're not that type of moose, are you?
I don't know. Apparently, I might as well. It sounds like I'm a folk singing moose.
I don't know, but thanks for derailing my joke before I got to the punchline. You derailed that joke before I got to the punchline of it.
You derailed it by just going on.
No, I had a joke. I had a punchline in mind. But you derailed it before I got there. So thanks for that again. Yeah, guys, if you're not used to me in the partners presenting style, it literally goes, I set up a joke, I leave it hanging to get the comic timing just right, and then it comes along like a big trunching elephant, wearing big trunching elephant shoes, who's lost his tap dancing rhythm, and has instead decided to take it out on the world of tap dancers. So he gets on his big clobbing elephant shoes and comes marching along, playing his trumpet like he's some sort of master of the universe, until someone tells him that he's not the best elephant trumper out there. So what he does, instead of giving up on his dream, he tries super hard to stomp on everything that gives anyone any joy, just because his tap dancing dreams were destroyed because his shoes were slightly too tight that one day on that ledge.
Wait, what am I really after?
There we go, there we go. There's the joke. Goodbye, joke. You were funny for a second.
Tap dancers are trumpet players.
You derailed the joke again. The
You
joke.
derailed it. You
No,
said
if
I
you
was angry at tap dancers, and then halfway through, I apparently got pissed at trumpet players.
No, if you listen to all the joke back, it was going along the lines of what do elephants do? They play the trumpet, but you wanted to be a tap dancer.
There you go back. You can see like Russian Superman.
Nah. Told you always derail a good joke. It's why I keep you around sometimes. It's the only thing that keeps me in check is you're just non sequiturs.
Well, am I just like the awkward sofa laying in the front of a train?
You're more like Family Guy.
Who's gonna?
I apologise. I didn't mean it. I actually like
Is the
you.
train gonna stop or is it gonna hit me?
Well, that's it.
Because either way, that penny right behind me is gonna fuck it up.
What?
Didn't you ever get told that as a kid?
No, my gran used to tell me to do it.
What, put pennies on tracks? Yeah, we actually had a guy from National Rail come in to talk to us about that.
Yeah.
And his example was like where our school was, my primary school. Just so May can get a reference for this.
Yeah.
Because what he uses as an example for this is something that only you are gonna get.
Okay.
So you know where my primary school was?
No.
Right? You know when we drive past it?
No. Yes. I know where it is, but we drive past it. No, I don't.
Yeah, but you
That school that we drive past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the last one before my folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. From there to the Asda,
Yeah.
right, is how long it would take a train at full speed to actually hit full stop.
Alright.
Right? That's his example that he used. It's roughly
Train specialists out there, go find out the speed of a locomotion. Not stopping distance.
Just like a mile and a bit.
How fast is that train going?
I don't know. That's the example he used. I don't know. It's just like, okay, so it's just like, if a train sees you, you're dead. It's like, alright. So, but I'm pretty, but you're saying that my body isn't going to derail a train, but you're saying this penny will totally mess it up? That's his logic. That's his logic he used, and I got really confused about that.
I'm just gonna cough, that's all it is. Okay.
Yep.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up for trying, at least.
Yep. Until Top Gear proved everybody wrong by putting a car in front of it.
My gran told me to put pennies on the track.
I would have laughed my ass off if your grandson put cars in front of trains. Come on, it's a right prank to pull on your friends. Just drive the car in front of trains and leave it there.
I've told you about the one crazy thing my dad attests to. My dad grew up in the 60s, around the hippie movement. Because he wasn't involved in the hippie movement, but he was around it. But, like, his big example of his crazy times, 'cause I've done drugs in the past, I'm happy to admit it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I used to say to him, like, oh, how did you grow up in the 60s, around all the people that you did? Because I know of them. It's like, yeah, but there's that one time. And I'm like, ooh, what did he do? Was it something interesting? He took his, because they live by a beach.
Yeah.
A Scottish beach, just to give you guys reference of the fact it's not a sunny beach.
So it's not a good, it's a beach, it's not a good beach.
Yeah, it's not like a California beach.
Yeah.
But they took, his mate had just bought a car, and they decided to go on a road trip. So it's their first road trip out. So you can imagine them were like 17,
Yeah.
like 16, 17, so 97, 96, 97. Just to give you guys an actual time frame of when my dad was that age, and work out when he was born from that. But anyway, what had happened is they got it stuck because it was like a mini, and they were taking it on a Scottish beach, which is like sludge. Like if you're being very nice to this beach, it's a industrial. It's like Liverpool's beaches.
So, but it's still sand. It's not stone. It's not.
No, it's sand, but it's
Yeah.
more sludge at this point because of all the industrial activity around it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they took the thing down and the car got stuck. So this guy had just bought a new car, like really proud of it, his first ever vehicle, and my dad and his friends got it stuck on the beach, and then forgot to tell the guy because they were being donkeys. That's my dad's one crazy story.
Damn.
Yep.
Forgot to tell the guy that left the car on the beach.
Yeah.
How did he get through the 60s?
Exactly. But my dad's so straight-laced, I could say you've met him, but you've not. My dad's so straight-laced that, like, that's his idea of the most wackiest thing he's done in his life. I dropped acid and saw fucking, me characters coming out of a TV screen once. And that's not even the craziest thing I've done in my life. My dad's was leaving a car on the beach. It really tells you our different personalities.
Oh, the guy's taking a piss. You know it's a stealth game.
Yeah, I was going to say this is Metal Gear Solid. No one's taking a crap.
Yep.
But, oh yeah, what's the other? The other one was my dad was underage drinking at some point, which we've all done.
Damn.
Well,
yeah.
there's more to the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was underage drinking, and he came home, and my grandparents knew he was drunk as a skunk, so they asked him to turn the channel over. Like I said, back in the 70s, 60s, you know, where you had to go up, you didn't have a remote.
Yeah.
And apparently he was so drunk he just grabbed hold of the knob, fell over, pulled the knob off the TV, and then just couldn't stop laughing about it. Which sounds like a high story. It sounds like what you do when you're high, but my dad and my mum attest to the fact my dad's never done drugs.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like a drunk story. If that happened, this would have happened. He would have gone, kunk, move.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a drunk story. You don't laugh when you're drunk. You fall asleep.
Yeah.
When you're drunk.
I don't know. The one time I really got absolutely stone cold, absolutely, you know, like carry me to bed style drunk. It was New Year's Eve and I couldn't move for about a week after, and decided right there and then that drugs were better because drugs I could get up the next day and go wherever I wanted, and feel absolutely fine.
Yep.
Alcohol that cost more and didn't last as long.
Yep. Alcohol. It's a shitty version. It's just a shitty drug.
It is. It really is. Like marijuana, I could buy like £10 worth of. Oh god damn it! I got shot. Marijuana, you can buy like 10 quid's worth of marijuana and have a good week with that if you're smoking it sensibly and not dependent on it. But alcohol, that's like one night. Don't do drugs, kids. They're bad.
Yeah, don't do drugs. Do alcohol. It's legal.
Yeah. I've had that discussion with my mum. But alcohol's legal. I'm sorry. Like, legality doesn't mean anything to me. But anyway, yeah. That was the time that my dad got his friend stuck in a dumbwaiter. I was going to say, you know Monkey, don't you?
Monkey?
No, Monkey was a school friend of mine.
Oh, right.
Sorry, I had a school friend called Monkey.
You said Monkey Dust. I was like going, yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows Monkey Dust.
I've seen Monkey Dust.
That's why my car was called Colin Hoppy.
Huh.
Yeah, my first car was called Colin Hoppy.
I know that.
Yeah.
Psycho murderer whose transport was a space hopper.
That's Mr. Hoppy. That's where the the last name came from. Colin was Colin the first time cottager.
Oh yeah.
Guys, you need to get out there.
There's a tree.
He finally got up the courage to go cottaging, and he's there sucking off a tree. Monkey Dust. It's England. It is.
It's one of probably the better shows that the BBC Three ever put out.
Was that BBC Three?
Was BBC Three.
Wow,
it honestly was one of the best things that they've ever put out. And it
yeah.
I think it only did like 4 episodes.
I did a season.
Did it?
Yeah, my friend had it on DVD. That's how I've seen them.
Congrats. It's like up there with like watching like for people who like watch obscure British comedy. If you've ever seen Nathan Barley put a hand on your back because Jesus, that's like rockin' horse shit for people to know that.
I've never heard of that.
Nathan Barley is oh god, Mighty Boosh before Mighty Boosh.
Oh yeah, the other guy, not Noel Fielding.
Yeah, not Noel Fielding. The other guy. He did a series beforehand, which was, oh my god, because I watched it again recently because it is on 4OD.
Yeah.
Because Channel 4 just catalog everything on that thing, which is fantastic. But it is actually written by Charlie Brooker.
Oh wow, that's
And-
2 greats of English comedy there.
This came out around 2003, 2004.
So that's well into the Mighty Boosh era.
It came out before that.
Oh no, it wasn't. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Mighty
Mighty
Boosh was
would've-
17, so 2007.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, that's about what I'm
yeah.
thinking.
When it aired, it was just on the cusp of the internet, like becoming a visual popular thing.
Yeah.
And Jesus, did it nail it? Like,
Yeah.
you can watch, really go watch Nathan Barley and just watch it with today in mind.
Yeah.
It's scary how well they actually guessed everything.
Like I said, I've never seen it, so I'll have to take your word for it. But if you really want to get into good, kind of obscure for a lot of people that weren't there when it aired, you need to see... Oh, sorry, someone's liked a tweet of mine. If you really want to see a good, obscure British comedy, watch Brass Eye, then come and talk to me. If you see Brass Eye with a
Brass
cake...
Eye's awesome.
Yeah. Every kid's doing cake. Don't do cake, not even once. Cake, it's bad. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do, a sketch.
The pedophile. It's even got it in the name. The British Isles, more like the Pedo Isles.
I don't know if I wanted to do a Brass Eye sketch.
You did.
I wanted to.
Oh, why don't you?
I don't know.
I'm a video producer now, more than a content creator.
I know. I just don't have the stone balls to do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I've got a vagina as hard as the hardest vagina that's out there. Barrel like the first women into space. Those women had balls like nobody's business.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah. What was your sketch? Give us the elevator pitch.
Oh, Charlotte, I don't want to because it's really crap.
Come on.
Sport is a drug, so sports should be banned from schools. That's the high concept of it, and I wanted to interview just kids, and just get like, do you enjoy doing the sport? It's like, yeah, I enjoy doing the sport. Does it fill you full of adrenaline? Yeah, I feel really good after it. So it's like, see, drugs are bad.
Oh my god!
Bad.
Yeah, I reckon we should do that. I'll do it. I'll do it because I don't mind making myself look like a fool for people. One person's slight titter.
Yeah, I used to do that stuff with when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never did. I never had enough friends to do anything.
Well,
like that.
we had it was me and my friend, and we had we didn't have a media studies department because not a lot of kids went for it, so we just had an open media studies department.
Yeah.
Which were, if you just went to them and just went, I need a camera, they went, yeah, fuck it, you're gonna do porn? No, alright.
Yeah, you went to a bit of a weird school from everything I've been told about it.
Our media teacher, our head media teacher, his claim to fame is the fact that he was the director of Tits Darts.
What?
Yeah, you never seen Tits Darts?
No, it sounds...
Oh yeah,
like
it's a late night show.
Alright.
In which ladies, topless, I think it was called Topless Darts, not Tits Darts.
It would make probably pass the censor with topless darts rather than tit darts.
So, Topless Darts is darts played with women topless.
Okay.
That's it. That's the whole premise. And he told us this, and he said this was like, yeah, he said like this is how I got sold on it. This is how I got sold on to do it. My producer said, damn, what can we do? And and he said like, oh, I don't know, we've got a studio, and we've got some cameras, and we've got this dartboard. All right, I'll get some ladies, get them topless, and we'll film that.
You see, my media department, we were like, I must have gone to a. My friends have said this to me before. I went to a really posh school, not like private school, but posh. Because my like teacher's claims to fame was stuff like I was on a Broadway musical and stuff like that. Yours was directing softcore porn on late night. I'm guessing Channel 5.
Channel 3.
I doubt it.
No, honestly, this was in the early 90s, late
right.
80s. Topless darts. It's not like I've seen it.
That's a laugh that says I have seen it, but I'm
seen
not
it.
going to tell my girlfriend that.
I have seen it. I will clarify. He did not show us this show. He did not bring in his copy of his best work
My God.
to a bunch of teenagers. But we watched Private Ryan.
That's a 15.
Yeah, our school didn't give two shakes. Like this was honestly my school's idea of heck. We've got nothing to do. It's like either like humanities, which if you went to a school that did humanities, you know they didn't give a shit.
I think we did humanities.
Do you know what humanities is?
No.
Humanities is history, geography, and religion
Oh,
rolled
Christ.
into one course because they can't be bothered to separate it.
We did that for a bit until, like, they decided to actually give us those subjects. Because I have got, like, GCSEs, which are high school diplomas in religious studies and stuff. I don't have them in... actually, I do have one in history. But I don't have one in geography because I don't need to know where I am. I know where I am.
Yeah.
I use my science brain to find out all the other stuff, not my geography brain.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, wow, I did go to a posh school. Like, hearing everyone else's stories, I must have gone to a really posh school.
Yep.
But the thing is, like, our school was infamous at one time for having a lot of stabbings. Like, there was a spate of, like, we had a pimp go to our school, a 15-year-old, like, pimp who used to pimp out other 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
If you guys really want to hear disgusting stuff, if I come from Rotherham, which has been in the British news quite a bit at the minute, for having a lot of child sex rings, for its high level of paedophilia. And let's just say, that's not an exaggeration. If you didn't know anyone that was involved, like, had been affected by it, not involved, let's say the right words here. If you didn't know anyone that was affected by it, you were lying. That's, so we had that type of stuff going on, but...
Fair enough.
Yeah, the guy, he stabbed someone in the thigh over a cigarette and him stealing one of his girls.
Damn.
Yeah. It was, like, apparently the big thing was that he'd stolen one of his girls and had a threesome with her. But the thing that sparked it off was the guy had refused to give him a cigarette. That was what actually started the incident off.
I can.
You can see that.
I can see that only because I have seen American Pimps.
Yeah, this guy was a bastard.
And American Pimps is a documentary.
Oh right, I thought you were just on about
American Pimps.
I thought you were just on about like pimps from America, not
No,
an
no.
actual
There's a documentary, which basically it follows a number of pimps for like a certain amount of time. Talks to their hoes and talks to them. In which one of them explains a thought of mind in which pimps use, which is pimp logic.
Oh yeah, I know about pimp logic.
And pimp logic is if I bail you out, if I look after you, and I ask for you to give me some of the money that you earn, and I get the steak, you don't get the steak. That's pimp logic.
Oh, well, there's been quite interesting studies about the psychology of pimps and do they actually help. And in some certain circumstances, pimps are the best thing for prostitution since, like, the next thing. Because pimps do keep, some pimps, I should say, do keep their ladies safe.
Yeah. There are services out there that have a very legit business.
No, they're just massage parlors.
Oh yeah,
which you shouldn't know about, sir.
Yeah, I shouldn't know about those Chinese massage parlors.
Happy ending for $20.
Yep.
thought about?
waist low massage parlors.
Have you ever thought about going to a prostitute?
No. Out of intrigue, yes.
So what does that mean? Like out of intrigue, what does that entail?
I'll explain. Probably have explained this story of which I've gone to a strip joint, but
yeah, you've explained that story to me at least.
Yeah, I'll tell it again. Like I've got no problem going to a strip bar.
Yeah.
I don't ever. It's like eating alone or going to the cinema alone. You just don't do it. I can't imagine going to a strip bar alone. There's guys who will, and they're weird, and they don't even try to hide their level of weirdness. Like I swear down, the one that we went to, there was a guy in a double coat. just there, just chilling out in the corner. It's like, so you gonna do anything? No, it's just a regular. You guys alright with that? Oh yeah, it's perfectly fine. It's like, alright.
Yeah.
Like I got no problem. Like I got friends and they're like, let's go to a strip bar. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's go.
I need to go. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. Like I got no problems with it. I'm pretty sure you have no problems with me going to like places like that and all that. Then like a brothel, I'd want to go just to see what the hell it's like there. I am more fascinated in like how it is than what actually goes on there, because I don't know, like I probably just pay for the girlfriend experience.
Oh, you lonely son of a bitch. You lonely. That says a lot about me, doesn't it? There, YouTube. I'll pay for the girlfriend experience.
It's because it's like I don't know if I could do it.
Oh, you can perform?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, I've asked other male friends this before, and some of them have come up with quite interesting concepts and ways of looking at it, which is, these people are paid for sex. They must be good at sex. What makes them good at sex? Because sex is a skill. As disgusting and as squishy as sex is, it is a skill. Like, some people are good, some people are bad. We all know this fact. Or hopefully, like, age-appropriate people know this skill.
Yeah.
But, like, you can be bad at sex, you can be good at sex. So these women have dedicated their lives to getting good at it.
Yep. And always remember, you can always get better at sex.
Oh, Christ.
Don't think if you're bad, you can't get any worse. You can't
no,
improve.
you can't,
You can't improve, because you always can, it's quite easy.
Oh, yeah, it's just about... Well, sex is always awkward, especially the first time. The first time you sleep with anyone, if you've had a good sex with them, chances are you're both hoes.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that if you've had good sex with someone that you love. But sex isn't a comfortable thing. You're mashing, like... Ugh. Sex. Ugh.
It's a slow, repeatable car crash.
It really is. It's just it's just rubbing yourselves on each other. Oh gosh, sex.
So anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
But yeah, like they've all said that because these women are like experts in their field, they're kind of curious about what makes good sex.
You ever heard the theory that pretty ladies are terrible at sex?
Yeah, because there's the same one for men.
Yeah.
The men that get a lot of sex normally aren't the best. It's because they just go... like, people that sleep with a lot of people, because they never stick around enough to find out if they're good or bad.
Yeah.
They just assume they're good.
Yeah.
I have heard that.
Yep, because attractiveness doesn't designate you to be a good lover.
Well, have you heard the other theory? I was reading this, like, the other day, which... Honestly, in my experience, in my very, very limited experience... Oh, I've got to move. My hips have gone. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Oh, I've got to stretch out. My hips have gone. But in my very, very limited experience, I do know it true that the larger the guy or woman, because, like, if you're that way, the larger you are, the better you are at sex. And for guys... The larger you are, the more you can hold out. Because, like, I don't know why it is, but there is something that because you're slightly larger, you actually last longer.
Yeah.
I find that really kind of interesting. Just in that kind of way.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're, put it this way, if you're having fun when you've had sex, you're doing it right.
Yep.
If everyone's having fun, and if you fart, then who cares? You fart during sex, it's just like farting any other time. You choose the correct response for the people you're with, and you giggle about it.
Good times.
Yeah. Oh, and for women, I want to talk to all the women out there. Fanny farting or queefing, who gives a crap? If you're a fella that you're, or lady, like I said, I mean, don't discriminate here, has a problem with that noise, that doesn't even make sense. The
Doesn't
more you
really matter, it's over.
the more the more like, the better the sex, the more chance you have got making that noise because of the physical, actual thing about it. Like, the physical logistics of queefing is because essentially there's been air pushed up there, and the air's got to come out.
Yeah.
So the more you queef, the better the sex. And if the guy's got a problem with that, then he's a dick.
Yeah.
Like, sorry. Anyway, there's our sex advice. This has been all over the place, this episode.
Do it with the right person.
Do it with the right person and do it safely.
Yep.
And that doesn't always
Don't
mean...
do it in a moving car.
Don't do it in a Volvo.
Yep, don't do it in a Volvo.
But yeah, and that doesn't always mean wear protection, by the way. Always wear protection. And always use protection, but safely doesn't always mean that. We're gonna have a whole bunch of kids now, aren't we? Like, you told my parents not to wear a Johnny! Now I'm here!
Whatever happens.
It will, eventually. But here's the real thing, and this is what I genuinely got told when I was a kid. If you're old enough to have sex, you've got to deal with the consequences of it. STD, baby STD, whatever it is. If you've chosen to have sex, you've got to put up with the consequences. What?
There was a guy I worked with, and he was saying, like, he what was it? Yeah, he worked at Butland's or something like that.
Oh God.
You know, he was a redcoat.
Yeah.
And he said that because he worked at Butland's, he got so laid because of it. But it also meant that for almost every week he was having to go to the clinic.
Oh yeah. I used to work, I think I've told you this, I used to teach kids about sex, drugs and rock and roll. The whole strew of like, don't do this, don't do that. As in, not don't do this, but as in if you're going to do this, do it like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. The only thing I will say is if you think crisp packets make good condoms, you ain't old enough for sex there, love. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. If you think condoms make good sex... Condoms? Good condoms. You ain't ready for sex. That was a genuine question I got asked. More than once.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor. There's dumb ones out there, like doing vertical sex stops sperm traveling up, so you can stop having babies.
Yeah, cling film was the other one. We always got asked about cling film. Does cling film work? No. And... But it's one of them, I can honestly kind of see the logic in it. Like, cling film, it sticks to you. But no matter how well you wrap it up, it ain't gonna be leak proof, let's just say that.
Yeah. So this isn't a proven theory, but it kinda has some sound footage to it.
Oh Christ, I got out of cover wrong though.
Hardcore Christian, go with ladies on this one, right? If you date one, they may not want to have sex.
Yeah.
Right? They may not want to have vaginal sex, but they'll be totally up for anal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've known Christians that have like, because they always think about the hymen. I think it was even mentioned in the Bible about the hymen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they always think if the hymen's intact, then they're still a virgin.
Yeah.
Oh, and just to let you guys know, you can get pregnant through anal sex. It's a 1 in a million, but it can actually happen, and not in the way of like the sperm travels through and comes through your arsehole, but by the fact that it'll dribble out. Like your body will push it out, and if that lands on your vagina, you can have you can get pregnant. So just be aware of that one. but you didn't know that.
Nope.
It's like that's where always the theory about like I've heard that's where the blowjob theory comes from, like that blowjobs can get you pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Because like the girls spit it out and then they don't care where it goes.
Oh yeah.
And it ends up and like, oh, it got me pregnant.
Yeah.
Anyway, this has been a very sexualized episode. And it's getting there. I'm gonna wait until we'll do the score screen. There's the score. Right. Do you want to say goodbye?